Hello everybody, today you're back in my program. Today doing the Blood Mage. Finishing him up. Just got one little dip right here to do. We got the infinite spells. The first one is Instability, which gives a plus 1% chance to heal on spellcast instead of spending health. Gotta add the per level at the end so that people know that it's every level you get a 1% chance. And this one's basically a lesser form of the blood training upgrade. So yeah. That's Instability, pretty cool, I think. Then Soul Tap, plus 0.05% health regen per intelligence per level, pretty good. And then Health Fountain, plus 1% maximum health per intelligence per level. So for each intelligence, each of these upgrades gives you health regen and maximum health, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so first we're going to do Instability, which is right here. And this one's going to need a couple variables. The first one is including the chance. Unsigned integer is going to first equal 1. Got cat hair in my nose. It's tickling me. Okay, then private var. I need two variables. I need a heal. No. Yeah, heal. Convert, or rather cast convert. It's going to be a change listener. Then we need another variable. This is going to be a cast negate, another change listener. I'm going to need a function apply listener. What we're going to do is go into change listener. We're going to remove both the cast convert from the owner and cast negate from the owner as well, because we want to reapply the listener every time you upgrade this spell. So then this dot cast convert equals new change listener. So this one's going to convert the cast into health. So we're going to be listening for a current health cast. Change type is going to convert it to buff. Apply target is going to be, doesn't really matter because it's the target and the source are going to be the the same. And base target again is going to be, doesn't matter. Stat to change is going to be current. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm screwing it up this bad. Current health. Base that's going to be the value of the cast times -1. Is positive is true. On source is true. Is pre is true. And then chance is this dot chance. And then this dot cast negate equals new change listener. This is listening for a current health cast again. Change type doesn't matter because we're going to be changing the value itself. Stat to change value. So multiplied by -1. Is positive is true, or doesn't really matter. On source is true. Is pre is true. Oh yeah, nope, actually. Chance is 100, and I have to chance link it. So it's going to link itself to the cast convert. So it's only going to negate the cast if it converts it to health. So there we go. And then this dot owner stats listeners. Then we're going to push the cast convert and the cast negate. We're going to override update description. This dot description equals this dot chance plus percent chance to heal on spellcast instead of spending health, plus 1% chance per level. Perfect. And then override unlock. We're just going to call apply listener. Then override upgrade. We're going to increase the chance by 1, or I guess I can just do plus because that'll increment it. And then this dot apply listener. And I think that should be fine. So let's go ahead and go into infinite spell dot instability, and we're going to unlock it onto the player, and then go back into instability and upgrade it a few times. So let's upgrade it like, you know, that many times. I don't know how much that is, but we can like trace infinite spell. Oh geez, well, I've done it now. Infinite spell dot instability dot description. There we go. And then just a new stat change event. We're gonna throw some current health cast in there, see if any of them get caught by the listeners. Target entity is gonna be the entity player. The source is going to be the player. Change is going to be -10. And yeah, so we're going to throw a few of these in and see if any of them get caught by the passive. My program has to compile. Always takes a little while. Haha, that rhymed. I didn't even mean for it to do. Let's see. So we 14% chance to heal on spellcast. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, current health casts. Did I put an S at the end? Oh, I'm a dummy, stupid idiot. I didn't even see that. Okay. There. That's a lot better. That's a lot of casts. So he's gonna lose a lot of health, but it's just for testing purposes. Okay. So let's see, we got some current health cast, and a couple buffs did go through. We got one right here, and it healed him by 10, which is the amount that he was going to cast. And then you see below it the current health cast by 0, meaning the cast itself got negated and turned into a heal. And same thing happened right down here. So yeah, that is working properly. Awesome. And then the next one is Soul Tap. Plus 0.5% health regen per intelligence per level. This one's a show tap. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is have a private var. It's going to be intelligence listener. It's going to be a change listener. And that... No, I do need one more. Private var... health regen. So number equals to 0.05. Yes. Yes. Okay. So then I'm gonna override update description. This dot description equals this dot health regen plus percent health regen per intelligence plus 0.05% health regen per level. Yes. Okay, so now what's going to happen is every time, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to apply the change as soon as you upgrade the spell. So as soon as you unlock it, I want it to give you all the health regen for each intelligence that you have. Putting just a change listener in will only listen for any intelligence change after it's been put in the array list, and it won't actually give any health regen from intelligence that you already have. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to do two separate things. I'm going to need to instantly give you health regen, and then I also need to put in the listener for future intelligence gains. So we're going to override unlock. So then what's going to happen is we need, I do need one second. I do need a function apply listener. It's going to be the same thing like I did before. Go to change listener dot remove. Wait. Yeah. Intelligence listener from this dot owner. Then this dot intelligence listener equals new change listener. Okay, so we're listening for an intelligence change. Intelligence change. Type listener I'm gonna leave blank because I want to listen for any sort of intelligence change, be it from a buff, from a debuff, from a stat change, from a skill point increase, from a weapon equip thing, anything. So change type is going to turn into a buff. Apply target doesn't matter cause wait, no, it's gonna be the target of the change. Base target's the target. Stat to change, health regen. base stat is the value of the intelligence change by a multiplier of this dot health regen. No, just kidding. It's gonna be 0 because it's gonna be a flat change, I think. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it's gonna give you 0.05 health regen per. No, I'm dumb. I think it's just a multiplier. Even though, yeah. I'm like 99% sure. Even if it's like you, yeah, I think so. Hold on, is that too overpowered? Because if you have like 50 intelligence, I mean 10 levels, because if you put like 10 levels in it and you have like 50 intelligence, that gives you a lot of health regen. I might need to nerf that like a lot, like 0.2%. Because here it's like if you have 50 health or 50 intelligence, then when you get this, you'll instantly gain 1% health regen. But if you put 10 points into it, you're gonna get like times 0.02 times 10, which will give you 10% health regen, which is really good. Like, pretty damn good. I might even want to nerf it even further. Let's do. I don't like doing it because I'm basically thinking, okay, so they're going to need to put, like, you know, I want an infinite to be like it gives you slight bonuses, but when you put in like 20, like 10 to 20 levels is when they start getting, you know, pretty decent. And so at like 50 intelligence, which is gonna be the somewhat early game, times 0.01. Just one level into this health regen will give you 0.5% health regen. And that's just one level. If you put in like 3 levels, then you're regenerating for an extra 1.5% of your max health per turn, which I think is pretty good. I think it's still pretty good. 0.05% is actually like really overpowered in my opinion. So I think I can do this dot health regen is positive is true. On source is doesn't matter. On source, yes, true. Oh, okay. Applies, receives. I'm gonna put true. Whenever they change. Okay, let's see what happens there. Is priest gonna be false? Enchant is 100. Chanceling just false. Rounds is gonna be false because I don't want it to round. Okay. I think I might actually need 2 intelligence listeners. One for when. One for if on source is true, and one for on source is false. Because in either case, it's like if it's no, wrong one. This one right here. If it's true, like in this case, it's only going to apply if the player themselves gives them an intelligence buff. Any other sort of intelligence buff from like allies or enemies won't change their health regen, which might be okay, but I kind of want it to do it on any sort of intelligence change. But I also got to be careful because if I have 2 listeners for intelligence, I want to make sure that like one change in the intelligence won't pop both of them. So I'll have to be careful with that. So let's rename this to intelligence. Let's call this one source. And then let's have another one called target. So in here, we're going to have another one doing basically the same thing, only on source is going to be false. Correct? That's on source? Yes. So here, target. It's warm in my room. My goodness, I need to remove my jacket. And so yeah, we're going to remove the target listener, reset them to the current health regen multiplier, then this dot owner dot stats listeners dot push this dot intelligence source listener, this dot intelligence target listener. Oops. Target listener. Okay. So then when we unlock it, we're going to basically do a new stat change event. This is going to cover all the intelligence that the player currently has, and then the listeners are going to deal with any intelligence that they gain. Okay, so here we are going to change their health regen. Change type is going to be a buff. Target entity is the owner. From the owner, change is going to be owner stats intelligence times 0.01. Round is going to be false. And yeah. So then this dot apply listener. And then we're going to override upgrade void. This is going, oh, hold on. I gotta do the super upgrade. There we go. Okay, so then here, this dot health regen plus equals 0.01. Then do the same thing. Then I'm pretty sure that's gonna work. So let's go back here. And then I think I set their intelligence up here. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I don't need to do anything about that. So then infinite dot soul tap dot unlock player. So then this should immediately give them, so they have 100 intelligence, 0.01. Oh yeah, it's gonna give them, it should immediately give them 1% health regen, but then dot upgrade, and then for each subsequent upgrade I should get an additional 1%. So by the time this is finished, it should give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13% health regen. Let's find out. And then from there, any other subsequent intelligence changes should give me more. So let's see. Yeah, so health regen buff by 1, and then all the way down to 14.5%, which is still, it's still really good with 100 intelligence. And then from here, I can do a new stat change event. I'll actually trace infinite spell description. And so we're going to be changing intelligence. Oh, I spelled intelligence wrong. That's kind of ironic, I think. Change type is going to be a buff. Target entity, entity player. Source is the player. Change is going to be by, let's do 2. I actually should do 2 stat change events. I'll actually do that real quick. Just to make sure that even though I'm doing an intelligence change, only one of these listeners is going to pop, because I don't want one change to go through and for both of these to pop. So I gotta be wary of that. And source, okay, so I'm gonna do one where the player is the source of the change and one where the player is the target of the change, and I'll see if it works. See if it only pops once per change. Find out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I also, hold on, I need to really? Ugh, whatever. So I need to do, I thought round this dot health regen times 100 divided by 100, so that it goes up to I guess you could do like times 10. No, times 100. Yeah. That's where I want it to be, because that'll round it to the proper values that I want it to round to. Oh God, yeah. And then we increase intelligence by 2, and then health regen goes up by 0.26. Stat before change stat. Oh, hold on. What is going on? Ooh. What the heck? 15.02. That is weird. Oh god. Ah, it's weird. Oh no, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to parse what was happening here. So per intelligence. I think yeah, no, it's working properly. God, I don't know why that was so like jarring to me. But no wait, was it? Wait. I'm confusing myself now. Because here it's giving 2 things of health regen, one here and one here, but it should only be giving 1. Step before change, stat after change. Yeah, because at the start their health regen is 14.5, and whenever I increase their intelligence by 2, that should be giving just 0.26 plus 14.5. So they should end with 14.76, which is right here. But for some reason, it's popping twice. Probably because it's popping both of these, and it's doing. Oh no, it's not doing the same whenever they're targeted. So I think it's because when the player targets themselves, then they're technically being targeted with a heal, which is why this one also pops with this one. So I'm gonna get rid of the source listener and see if that fixes it. Okay, so then I can get rid of this, get rid of that, and get rid of that. So let's see if that works. I think this is gonna work actually. Yeah, okay, yeah, the buff is still there, the health regen buff. Yeah, it was because when the player targets themselves with an intelligence change, the player is still considered a target. And so the target listener was still applying, as well as the source listener. And I didn't need the source listener because the player is the target no matter what, with the way that I have it set up. Like I only want the intelligence to change when the player is the target. And since the player is considered the target in any scenario in which the player's intelligence is changed, then all I need to listen for is when they are the target. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Anyways, it's working fine, working just fine. We are right in line with what my code needs to be doing. And then the last one, health fountain, +1 maximum health per intelligence per level. It's gonna be the same thing with this, only it's gonna be working with maximum health instead of health regen. It's gonna be a little bit easier to deal with because I'm working with integers instead of decimals, so I'm gonna need, it's basically gonna be a carbon copy of this. I'm just gonna do it by itself from scratch without copy pasting just to show you. But we're gonna need 2 variables. I should have the health regen first, honestly, in my opinion, with the way that I'm setting it up. Private var max health is going to be a uint equal to 1, and then a private var intelligence listener, change listener, and then a private function apply listener void. And what we're going to do is literally the same thing. Remove this .intelligence from the owner. Then this .intelligence listener equals new change listener. Stat listener is going to be intelligence. Not gonna listen for any specific types because I want it to pop on any sort of intelligence change, be it from again a buff, a debuff, any other sort of change at all. Change type. This one's going to be a buff though. Applied target will be the target, which is the player in this case. Base target is the target. Stat to change. Max health. Base stat is the value by a multiplier of this dot max health. Is positive is true. On source is... What was this one? Was this one false? Yeah, no, this one was totally false. Is pre is false. And then chance... Yeah, no, everything else is fine. Okay, then... this dot owner stats listeners dot push this dot intelligence listener. Okay. So then override update description. This, oh Jesus. This dot description equals this dot max health plus maximum health per intelligence plus 1 maximum health per, wow, per E. There we go, per level. And then override unlock. Then this one's going to new stat change event. Max health, change type, gonna be a buff. Target entity is the owner. Source is the owner, changed by a factor of owner stats intelligence. It's gonna be, it's the multiplied by 1 is implicit here, and I don't need to put it in. So we're just gonna change it by a factor of his current intelligence, and then everything else doesn't matter. Then this dot apply listener. Then override upgrade. And this one's going to do the same thing, or I can just do plus plus here, and then oh wait, actually I need it before the super, because when you upgrade it, it calls update description. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now let's do the same thing, but with health fountain. Okay. There we go. Oops. Alright, so then here it should be pretty much the same thing. So we're changing intelligence, then after that, 13 maximum health per intelligence. So this one is changing intelligence, or your max health by 26 because, wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, I'm dumb. Okay, so, yeah, right here, this is giving you all the max health from all your intelligence. So you're getting 13 maximum health per the 100 intelligence, which is, 1,300, added to the initial 1,000 health that the players start with. Up here, maximum health by 1,000 makes them total 2,300, which goes in line with how much health you end with whenever you upgrade the spell fully. And then increasing intelligence by 2 gives you 26 health because you get 13 per intelligence. And 13 times 2 is 26. Same thing here whenever the ally does it. And now, again, since the type listener is missing here, right there, any sort of change will work. So this can be like, dumb down, like dumb down, and we subtract his intelligence by like 100. So this is going to decrease his maximum health by a lot, by like a shit ton. He's gonna die actually. How is he not dead? Oh yeah, max mana? Wait. Oh no, I'm dumb. Yeah, max health buff. So he goes to 1026, which is crazy. Oh, it's actually not a lot, because at the end of the day, he still has, at the end of like this session, he has more max health than he had at the start, which is 1,000. So yeah, so see, even if you any sort of intelligence change works, even if it's a negative one, even if it's not a buff. So as you can see, it works, working just as intended. I did screw up a little bit. I gotta go back up to my blood mage. And next entity, or next class, I'm gonna be doing the shaman, which is a cool one in my opinion, because I'll show you what he's gonna do. There we go. And then get rid of these two because I don't need them anymore. And yeah, the next ones we're going to do is mass heal and revive. These ones aren't the cooler ones. The cooler ones are down here. But I'm just going to focus on these right now. Mass heal heals all allies by 12.5% of their missing health. You can upgrade it to do an additional 12.5% heal on the main target and 7.5% heal on all targets. So you can get it up to 20% of their missing health, and then plus 12.5% heal on the main target. So the main target at max level will get 25 with these two added together, that one and that one. So yeah, that'll be 25 plus 7.5. So the main target's gonna heal by 32.5% of their missing health when this is fully upgraded, which is pretty good. I might want to increase mass heals mana to like 50, which also would make me have to go into Shaman, active, mass heal. We're going to boop, change that to 50 right now, just because I think 40 is a little bit too low for an ability this good. And then the next ability is Revive. It costs a lot of mana, but it brings an ally back from death, restoring 20%. It's basically like when someone dies in battle, you can bring them back. And then you get a plus 20% heal upgrade and a minus 25 mana cost. So pretty cool. High cooldown, but it's a very good spell along with mass heal. They're both basically healing abilities, which is pretty nice. A shaman is supposed to be a healer, and he's the healer mage of the allies. The player healing class, if you guys don't remember, is the white mage right there. White mage is pretty cool. He has no revive, but he still does his own thing. And yeah, back to the shaman. We have these two to look forward to. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please show your appreciation by clicking the like button, subscribing, commenting, all that garbage. And I'll see you guys next time.